So you have number 2. In part 2 of the question, you see that the given set of numbers here is -2, 2, -2, 2, and so on. Okay, you need to check whether this is an AP first. So here, first term is equal to -2. Second term is equal to 2. Third term is given to be -2. Fourth term is given to be 2, and so on. So what is A2 minus A1 here? 2 minus -2, which will give you +4. What is A3 minus A2? A3 minus A2, which is -4. Now you see that when you are taking A2 minus A1, you are getting +4, but when you're taking A3 minus A2, you are getting -4. So here immediately you get unequal numbers, right? So thus A2 minus A1 is not equal to A3 minus A2. That means the given set of numbers -2, 2, -2, 2, and so on are not in AP. Okay, so as simple as that. If it is not in AP, then you obviously cannot find the other terms. Okay, so that finishes this part. Let us see the next part. The third part of the question is the given set of numbers here is -10, -6, -2, 2, and so on. So here A1 is -10, A2 is -6, A3 is -2, A4 is 2, and so on. Let's take the differences and see. A2 minus A1, -6 minus of -10, which will give you -6 plus 10, which is equal to 4. Next, check the next one, A3 minus A2. A3 is -2 and A2 is -6. So this is -2 plus 6, which again you get 4. Let's check the next one. A4 minus A3. A4 here is 2 and A3 here is -2. So you get 2 plus 2, which is equal to 4. That means the given set of numbers -10, -6, -2, 2, and so on form an AP. With first term equal to A1 is equal to -10, and the common difference here is 4. The first 4 terms are given. Now we need to find out the next 3 terms. So A5, the fifth term. The fifth term must be A1 plus 4D, right? So this is, put the value of A1. A1 here is -10 plus 4 into 4, which is -10 plus 16, which is equal to 6. The next term, the sixth term, is A1 plus 5D. -10 plus 5 into 4, which is -10 plus 20, which is equal to 10. Seventh term, A1 plus 6D. A1 plus 6 into D minus 10 plus 24, which is equal to 14. So these are the next three terms, 6, 10, 14. Therefore, what is the AP? Hence, the given AP is the first four terms right as it is, minus 10, minus 6, minus 2 and 2. And the next three terms we have found here, the next term is 6, and then the next term is 10, and then the next term is 14. And this will continue. Okay, so no questions till this part. And move to the next part then. This is 3 we have discussed. Now we come to part 4. 2, 5 by 2, 3, 7 by 2, and so on. Write down the terms. First term A1, second term 5 by 2, third term 3, fourth term 7 by 2, and so on. So A2 minus A1, take the differences. 5 by 2 minus 2. Take the LCM. You're getting half. A3 minus A2. 3 minus 5 by 2. Take the LCM. Again you get half. And you take A4 minus A3. 7 by 2 minus 3. So 7 minus 6 by 2, which again you get half. So what can you say? The given set of numbers two, 5 by 2, 3, 7 by 2, and so on form an AP with, what is the first term here? 2. And common difference? D is equal to half. Fine. So now once you know the first term and the common difference, the first four terms are already given to you. 2, 5 by 2, 3, and 7 by 2. You can find out the next three terms. What is the next term? The fifth term, A5, is equal to A1 plus 4D. 4 times D, which is 2 plus, this cancels here, we get 4. The next term, A1 plus 5D. A1 plus 5 into D. 2 plus 5 by 2. Take the LCM. You get 9 by 2. A7 is A1 plus 60. 2 plus 6 into half. Cancel here. Get 2 plus 3 into 5. So we found the next three terms also. Hence the given AP is 2. Write down the first four terms as they are. After 7 by 2, we have found out the fifth term, 4. The next term is 9 by 2. And the next term is 5, and so on. Okay. So that's it. Let's see the next one. This is number 5. The given set of numbers is -10, -6, -2, 2. Write down the terms here. A1 is -10, A2 is -6, A3 is -2, A4 is 2, and so on. Take the differences. A2 minus A1 is equal to -6 minus -10, -6 plus 10, which is equal to 4. Take the next difference, A3 minus A2, -2 minus of -6. So you get -2 plus 6, which is equal to 4. Okay. So again, you are getting 4. Check the next difference, A4 minus A3, 2 minus of -2, which is equal to 4. So therefore, what can you say? All these differences are equal. Therefore, the given set of numbers form an AP with first term A1 is equal to -10, and the common difference we found out above to be 4. What should be the next 3 terms? The fifth term is A1 plus 4D, -10 plus 4 into 4, -10 plus 16, which is 6. A6 is A1 plus 5D, which is 10. And the next term, 7th term, A1 plus 6D, equal to 14. Hence, the given AP is -10, -6, -2, 2. And then the next 3 term that we have found out, 6, 10, 14. Okay, this completes number 5. Let's see the next one. This is number 6. The given set of numbers is 1 square, 3 square, 5 square, 7 square, and so on. So here A1 is equal to 1 square, which is equal to 1. A2 is 3 square, equal to 9. A3 is 5 square, equal to 25. A4 is 7 square, equal to 49, and so on. Take the differences. A2 minus A1 is 9 minus 1, equal to 8. A3 minus A2, 25 minus 9, equal to 16. A4 minus A3, 49 minus 25, which is equal to 24. So all these are different, right? A3 minus A1 is not equal to A3 minus A2, is not equal to A4 minus A3. So what do we say? Hence, 1 square, 3 square, 5 square, 7 square, and so on is not an AP. Okay, and if it's not an AP, the question of finding out the other 3 terms does not arise. Okay, so that's it. Next is number 7. Here A1 is 1, A2 is 3, A3 is 9, A4 is 27, and so on. Take the differences. A2 minus A1 is 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2. A3 minus A2, 9 minus 3 equal to 6. A4 minus A3, 27 minus 9, which is equal to 18. So all these are different. Therefore, what can we say? The given set of numbers does not form an AP. And if it does not form an AP, again the question of the next three terms does not arise. See the next one. This is number 8. The given set of numbers here is root 2, root 8, root 18, root 32, and so on. So here A1 is equal to root 2, A2 is equal to root 8. Now root 8 is a pure surd. You can write it as a mixed surd as 2 into root 2. A3 is root 18, which if you prime factorize can now be written as 2 into 3 square. That means this is 3 root 2. And A4 is square root 32, which you can write as 2 square into 2 square into 2, which can be written as 2 into 2 into root 2, which is equal to 4 root 2. Now it will be easier for us to check and take the differences. So A2 minus A1 is equal to 2 root 2 minus root 2, which is simply root 2. A3 minus A2 is 3 root 2 minus 2 root 2, which is equal to root 2. A4 minus A3 is 4 root 2 minus 3 root 2. So all you see are you are getting as, all the differences you are getting as root 2. So what do we say? Thus root 2, root 8, root 18, root 32, and so on forms an AP with first term A1 is equal to root 2. And what is the common difference? Common difference is also root 2. Okay, now once we know the first term and the common difference, we can find out the other terms. We need to find the next three terms. So after A4, the next term is A5, which is A1 plus 4D. A1 is root 2 and D is also root 2. So this is root 2 plus 4 root 2, which is 5 root 2. Next A6 is A1 plus 5D. Root 2 plus 5 times root 2, which is equal to 6 root 2. And A7 is A1 plus 6D. Root 2 plus 6 times root 2, which is 7 root 2. Hence, the given AP is root 2, root 8, root 18, root 32. And what is the next one? 5 root 2 we have found. The next is 6 root 2. And the next is 7 root 2 and so on. But since the first four terms I have written in as a pure surd, you can convert all the terms that we have found to pure surds. Let's write 5 root 2 as root over of 5 square into 2, which is equal to root 50. The 5 root 2 can be written as root 50. 6 root 2 can be written as 6 square into 2, which is root 72. And this can be written as root over of 7 square into 2, which is equal to root 49 into 2, which is 98. So this is root 2, root 8, root 18, root 32, root 50, root 72, and root 98, and so on. Okay, so that finishes this part. Start with number 9. The given set of numbers here is A, 2A, 3A, 4A, and so on. So here A1 is equal to A, A2 is equal to 2A, A3 is equal to 3A, A4 is equal to 4A. Take the differences, A2 minus A1, 2A minus A, which is A, A3 minus A2, 3A minus 2A, which is equal to A, A4 minus A3, 4A minus 3A, which is equal to A. So therefore, all the differences are equal, and therefore we say, thus A, 2A, 3A, 4A, and so on forms an AP with first term A1 is equal to A, common difference, D is equal to A. And we need to find the next four terms also. So A5, A1 plus 4D. So A plus 4A, which is 5A. A6, A1 plus 5D, which is equal to A plus 5A, which is equal to 6A. Seventh, A1 plus 6D, A plus 6A is equal to 7. So we have found the next three terms. So we can write this as, hence, the given set of numbers in AP is A, 2A, 3A, 4A, and then the next three terms we have found out as 5A, 6A, 7A, and so on. Okay, and the last one. The given set of numbers here is A, 2A plus 1, 3A plus 2, 4A plus 3, and so on. First term here is A, second term here is 2A plus 1, Third term here is 3a plus 2. Fourth term here is 4a plus 3. Take the differences, a2 minus a1, 2a plus 1 minus a, which is a plus 1. a3 minus a2 is 3a plus 2 minus 2a plus 1. Open the brackets, 3a plus 2 minus 2a minus 1. So you are getting this as again a plus 1. a4 minus a3, 4a plus 3 minus 3a plus 2. Open the brackets, a plus 1. So this forms an AP. A, 2a plus 1, 3a plus 2, 4a plus 3, and so on, forms an AP with first term A1 is equal to A, common difference, D is equal to A plus 1. We need to find the next three terms. So let's find out A5. A5 is A1 plus 4D. A1 is A and D is A plus 1. So this is A plus 4A plus 1 plus 4, which is equal to 5A plus 4. This is the fifth term. Sixth term, A1 plus 5D. A1 plus 5, A plus 1. A plus 5A plus 5, which is equal to 6A plus 5. A7 is A1 plus 6D. A1 plus 6 times D is A plus 1. So this is this is A, not A1. This is A, and this is also A. So A plus 6A plus 6, which is equal to 7A plus 6. So we can write hence the given AP is write down the first four terms as they are. A 2A plus 1, 3A plus 2, 4A plus 3, and the next three term we have found out. The next fifth term we have found out as 5A plus 4. Sixth term we found out as 6A plus 5. Seventh term we found out as 7A plus 6, and so on. So this is our AP. Okay. Now, before proceeding to the next set of problems, I would like to discuss what is called as the general term or the nth term of an AP. Okay. Now, suppose A1, A2, A3 up till AN is an AP. Be an AP. With common difference A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2 is equal to A4 minus A3 and so on up till AN minus AN minus 1 is equal to D. Therefore, you know that the first term is A1, right? The second term is A1 plus D, which can also be written as A1 plus 2 minus 1 into D. The third term is A1 plus 2D, which can be written as A1 plus 3 minus 1 into D. The fourth term is A1 plus 3D, which can be written as, all this is A1 plus 4 minus 1 into D. So what you see is that A1, the first term is A1. So this can be written as A1 plus 1 minus 1 into D, right? Now you see first term corresponds to this number. All these second term corresponds to this number. Third term corresponds to this number. Fourth term also corresponds to this number. So continuing in this manner, I can write the nth term is equal to A1 plus n minus 1 into D. This is called the general term of an AP. Very useful formula which we shall be applying to solve the problems after this. Okay, so I'll continue tomorrow. I'll stop here.